Hello, okay, mic is now on. So a quick demonstration of the new religion system in the Eagle and the Radiant Cross for Bannerlord. This works on, well, yeah, this is on the new version that's coming out soon-ish, hopefully. But there's the religion tab, which previously was just a blank stub which said religion coming soon, is now a working system. So click Z, you see the world religions. Currently we only have 3 ones listed, others just basically just a test tab. So yeah, it changes. So we have a background of the religion, their name, their branch, the description of them, a player relationship, and religious authority. So religious authority is basically borrowing from Crusader Kings 2, basically lists how powerful a religion is or how widespread it is. The idea is that when a religion reaches a certain amount of religious authority, it can be quote unquote spent on things like hopefully crusades or buffing parties or stuff like that. So it'll become a part of an open world, and which also creates an incentive for players to get involved, and also potentially for enemy factions, enemy religions to get involved. So the Kharadit Church, which is in Swadia, the Elysian Faith, which is well, I'll show you actually how the faiths work. So we'll do the Elysian Faith first. Now, the Elysian Faith, as it notes, is under threat from Philharmonism, which is the Lion Throne's all-conquering religion. So we've got some great work from Chocolate Banana and Tipo on Kerez and the Elysian Faith, which will come through in the lore more. But basically, because it's a religion of the people rather than of elites, at least at the moment. If you go to a village and you speak to a landowner,
well, good day to you.
Not to the headband, to another notable, you'll see a prompt saying, "I heard tale of fox in these parts. Have you seen it?" Yeah, basically to prove you are working, or you are genuinely working in the interest of the Elysian people, I'll send you a quest. So if you head then to Ellis, you'll see Philharmon's Patrol. They're its own faction, so it doesn't cause you to be at war with the wider Lion Throne. So there are 3 options. You can leave them a be. So I have news for you. Let's do on the save and hit to tear out. So
Die, you pig!
do that. Now in a minute, it's going to say done. Done. Ignore that. I'm probably going to remove the pop-up because this was originally there to prove it was actually working. And then I will wait 2 days and we'll see what happens next. So as you can see at this point, our relationship with all the faiths is 0. So that's the general Swadian question pop-up. Any day now, it'll come through. But yeah, I'll show you quickly actually how religious authority is gained. The idea is that each sort of, I guess, taking the Age of Mythology approach, each different faction, their religious authority changes in different ways. So yeah, this pop-up comes up here. This again probably will move from being a pop-up to just being text here because it's less important. And now if we go to Elysian Faith, we're 25 points, which is part of the way towards level 1. At Philharmonism, we get -10, so part of the way towards level -1. So yeah, so the way that religious authority is gained for the Elysians, for example, at the game start, a random selection of nobles are selected as being Kerezian believers, and they automatically generate religious authority because it's a god of the harvest as well. When peasants return from the towns, they also give worship, and you also have some random events which are happening at a slightly lower rate, but with like higher ticks or higher values. So there are random rituals which take place which represent harvest festivals for Keres. You also, however, have Philharnist festivals, or Philharnist clampdowns rather, on Keresian activity, which will basically reduce the rate. So it's not just a steady uptick. Let me show quickly Swadian stuff. Oh. So, let's see. The Palladic Church, you can see, has... Let's see. Oh yeah, you can see there's all these parties here, which are all... get closer. They're all pilgrim caravans, which are spawned by villages. The spawn rate is going to be tweaked, but basically they're spawned by villagers to go to the nearest town, basically pay obeisance at the cathedral there, and then return to their home village. And when they return to their home village successfully, if they do, then it adds to the religious authority. If they're defeated on the way, it reduces religious authority. So, let me... Do I have any gold on me? So if you visit the cathedral, you can basically get quests from the local cardinal if you have sufficient religious authority. Now you can gain religious authority by donating gold, by helping caravans out with specific quests, like mini quests, like giving stuff to them, or indeed, basically doing a very brief escort mission. Pilgrim caravans are currently coded so they spend a couple of days in a town and then return home. So it's not a massive quest. You just get some money. I don't think I get a huge amount of money, but because I suspect there's not enough cash in the town. But I'll quickly try this out. Okay. This is enough for something, so let's see. He now trusts you. So the final labour for the church is basically deliver 15 bandits to the church, capturing a thief. Let's try stealing a relic. So I haven't actually tried stealing a relic. So Königsberg. This may or may not work, but the idea is that steal the relic. And
If you please,
okay, the
stop
party.
there.
Well,
I would ask
the idea
you
is
for
the
your
party
name.
spawns at the gate. This is a significantly. Oh no. Oh no, sorry, nope. Take it back. Yeah. Okay. Well, I suspect this looter party, as registered here, is potentially meant to be the one that's coming after me. But yeah. Anyway, that is the general idea. So yeah, hopefully this gives a sense of what religion's going to look like in the Eagle and the Radiant Cross.